Here. I don't know if it's working, champions. I can't believe how hard this shit is. Literally, you do the same thing twice and one time it works, one time it doesn't. One time it's got 3, 4 reasons why it doesn't work. The other time it's got 1 or 2 reasons, maybe 1 reason. Other times it works. It's just, I think we can forget about using a phone to stream. May as well throw the bloody thing at the wall. Good fun. Alright, that's off. Where's my page? Live stream, test. Good fun. Okay, now it's all working. All I did was forget about the where's my page? Forget about the mobile phone and just go back to the laptop. So what are we doing? I don't know. I lost all sorts of motivation after that. I just thought I'd do another test to see what's going on. The phone's connected to the Wi-Fi, so there's no connectivity issues. It's the same Wi-Fi the laptop's currently connected to. It's just the app is dog shit, and probably the phone's dog shit. So in the bin they go. That app, I'll uninstall it now because it's a pile of shit. I'll give it a 0-star review. And we'll forget about live streaming because it's 2024, we're not there yet. Maybe another 10 years and we'll be there. Uninstall. Yes, I want to uninstall this app because it's a pile of shit. Put this on charge. Hey, it's Friday. No, it's not. Stop being so USA centric. So this one, well, I tried, yeah. And now Penny Boy doesn't want to focus on me, but what's new? That one we know how to deal with. See my eye there? There we go. Lock the focus, because Penny Boy can't focus. I want to be in focus, say here. There we go. So I took this bridge fully apart. This is a BC Rich Beast. And fully disassembled the bridge because it was corroded and had some greasy slime in it. Upside down land. Everything's relative. There's no up in space. So you don't often see me from this angle. Now, am I back to front? Does that say 10 Club to you? Or does it say bulk net? Yeah, Floyd Rosie. Floyd whole lot of Rosie. Yeah, so it's 3 issues at once just then. 6. 3 issues at once. The battery camera was camera battery was about to die. The audio was inexplicably not working, even though it was making it into the app. The app wasn't broadcasting the audio, and there's no way to turn that on and off. It either works or it doesn't. When I was monitoring the audio in the app, it was showing it was returning audio through the phone speaker, so it was actually bringing in audio, but it wasn't broadcasting it over the link for some reason. And then it kept freezing because I don't know why. It's got perfect connectivity to the Wi-Fi. I was just watching YouTube on it, no problem, watching Six on his stream and stressing him out. Poor Six. Sorry, mate. I should have shut my mouth there. Don't stress, mate. It's Saturday. Sometimes you got to scratch your head. It's the way we roll. So is the audio okay or is it clipping? Hey, 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 hey. I've got no compressor on that one. Audio, loud, loud, very loud. Whoa, quiet. Okay. I'll stop playing with it. Shouldn't play with it on cam. That's for my OnlyFans channel. That thing will be playing Slayer in no time. Yes. It's a local. Actually, what am I doing? I've got to oil the fretboard. It's a local thrash metal champion. One of my mates was in his band for a while. Black Rain. Black Rain? Dark Order. I get the two mixed up. I can't remember. Sorry, mate, if you're watching. Okay, this is Ridic. Playing around with video and I'm forgetting how to oil a fretboard. My 23U has been S23U has been going nuts for connectivity. They pushed an update, it seems to have fixed it. Okay. I'm really over all this technology, to be honest. I think I'm just going to ditch all live streaming. I really wanted to offer you guys some cool stuff, walking around, going to shows and conventions. I wanted to go to maybe to the Melbourne Guitar Show. But we're just going to have to record it and edit it later because the technology is just not good enough yet. Simple as that. I mean, surely it is if you pay, you know, $1 billion for a professional setup and like, you know, satellite. Because, you know, the news guys do it, but they've got $100,000 worth of equipment too, so I don't. The bench is a mess and it's stressing me out. I need more shellite. Listening to Double J today, but it's like a rave. It's like a 90s house dance party. Gotta say, I'm not hating it, but it's a bit weird walking into a music shop and this house music, into a guitar shop and this house music playing with no guitars on it. Whole Twitch IRL streaming craze. Surely the tech is already here. Well, the thing is, they all used phones. And phones look shit. I'm trying to elevate you above the experience of phones. I mean, that footage on the camera today looked really nice. But, yeah. When it was working. And for some reason it defaulted back to 720. That's the thing with a lot of this streaming software. You don't change anything. It changes shit by itself and just arbitrarily. Like, I set it to 1080 and then it went back to 720. I would have never selected 720. So it's not like I did it. And I tested it at 1080. And then it just went, no, we're just going to change the setting arbitrarily now, back to 720. Gimbal wasn't that smooth because the cable was pulling on it. Yeah, it was a bit of a stiff HDMI cable. It's hard to find a really good, thin, flexible HDMI cable without it being 50 meters long, because they're the optical ones. And yeah, I don't know. It's really frustrating not being able to pin down what's causing problems, not having any analytical information to be able to make any informed decisions on what to fix. It's just guesswork and elimination by substituting one part at a time. But when there's literally only one piece of software that's capable of doing what I'm trying to get it to do, you don't have anything to compare it with. So I've seen the display port silicon cables, but not HDMI. Isn't DisplayPort just like glorified USB or something? I forget. A lot of it's the same protocol, but just different connector, I think, from memory. The same sort of data handling protocol, but just different connectors, maybe different voltages, I'm not sure. I'm trying to learn about video, but it's so hard to... We need Wes here, that's who we need. Where are you, Wes? He's the video guru. It's so hard to retain information because I put a piece of information in my brain and it's like another piece goes out. It's like a pipeline. USB-C can do DisplayPort. Yeah, USB-C does like everything, doesn't it? Makes the frogs gay. You name it. Are you having trouble with the subscriptions? Just got an email saying my subscription has ended. No, there's no problems there. You just got to renew it, RJ. It lasts a month. And then it ends and you can resubscribe if you want. I'm not well, yeah, I mean, it's stupid because subscription to me means it keeps happening without you doing anything. But I think you've got to actually either actively press a button to make it keep auto-renewing, or you just got to re-membershipness yourself. Oh, you know what, champions? It's the bloody 1st of July, isn't it? That means I've got another 10 in the barrel, up me sleeve. Memberships. Words, things, stuff. Man, it's dismal outside. It's getting darker by the minute. It's like not even midday yet. I keep getting like trailers for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare movie, and it looks fantastic. I can't wait to watch that. It looks really good. It's like a World War II movie by Guy Ritchie. Like, how could that be bad? I love Guy Ritchie. Everything he does. Well, I don't know everything he does, but you know what I'm saying. I just added my video to the watch later list. Okay, I'll go down to the old membership gifting and buy a gift. You've gifted all 10. Hang on, because it's the 1st of July here. It's not 1st of July in the States yet, and YouTube runs on US time. So tomorrow I'll have 10 free memberships to give out. Yes, make sure to allow gift subscriptions if you want to have any chance of getting one. Let's go to manual mode. Today's just play with camera day. Manual mode. Shutter priority, no. Go full manual. Alright. So, what aperture are we at? We're already as small as possible. Alright. 1st of June. Yeah, it's 1st of June here, but not in the States. Hi. It's blurry, Brad. Hey, look. Who am I? I'm Sasquatch. I'm Bigfoot. Because Bigfoot's always blurry. It's better. I thought I bought mine, but I might have been high at the time. Happens to the best of us, RJ. If you're watching my stream sober, there's something wrong with you. Isn't that right, Mum? Yeah, it's really rainy and shitty here, so I thought I'll do another stream, partially to test the camera stuff, which we've already got the verdict on that one. I won't be doing that again. So when I go to Vivid, I'll just record and edit it later. So this one had, it was just a lot of swirly colours. This one had two EMGs installed, an 85 and an 81, the classic combo. And restring setup and service. Put some new string blocks in. What wattage is my soldering iron that I use for earth joints? It is, I think it's 80 watt. Something like that. Anything 80, oh yeah, 60, 80 watt. It's way over the top, whatever it is. Where is it? It's a 100 watter. But yeah, in hindsight, I'd probably get an 80 watter instead of the 100. 100's a bit of an overkill, and it's not temperature controlled. It just keeps heating until it, you know, reaches the maximum possible temperature in the universe. It only gets thermally controlled by thermodynamics, not by a thermostat. 80's right. Excuse me. 80's great if you have the right tip. It's all about the right tip, isn't it, Frankie? Good to see you, mate. What's going on? You knocked off for the day, I take it. Alright, we'll pop in the other trem spring. I'll just get the trem about level, pull it back. Hello, Ahmed. Sorry, I read that wrong. I mistook you when you gave me your first comment, Amin. I thought you were a customer here with the same name. He got I think a broken headstock repaired on his Flying V. And literally the next day I saw your message and I thought you were the same guy. So sorry for any confusion there. It's good to finally clear that up. Oh, these guitar shapes are a little bit tricky, to say the least. Three springs installed. Ba 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 ba. How you going, champ? You watched this morning, legend. I thought that was it, mate. Yeah, I thought I'd do another one. It was partially to see what was going wrong with the camera, but I had even less success this time, so whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'll just feed you some slop. Here you are. Me setting up guitars. So I got this one. Well, they feel a bit tight. I've got this one and another, the Draco, is it? Oh, they're very crunchy. I might suggest an upgrade for them. Top BC Rich quality. I'd advise against buying a BC Rich guitar, to be honest. Their quality of their hardware is pretty lame, usually, and the finish quality is never great. If you're going to buy one, plus you break off all this shit, it looks all cool, but you turn around and you knocked it against something because it's sticking out at a crazy angle, and then you just knocked the tip off it. Knock that tip off it. Oh, Dan Sultan is on the radio. You guys know Dan Sultan? He's a hell of a singer. He's a bloody rock and rollin' man. I think I don't think Six is here since I I was giving him grief on his live stream. I don't think he's very happy with me. I should check my messages and see if he's abused me yet. Just backseat driving, mate. If it wasn't me, it'd be someone else. Dan the Sultan is swing. No. Dan Sultan is his name. That's how you do floor... Brad, that's how you do the Floyd's, take off a spring, get the tremolo and install the other springs and then tune. Yeah, so I installed it because I dismantled this one completely. It was in the bench vise. Like every part was taken apart just to clean it and get off the grease and shit that was on it. It's like someone had just sprayed it with something. It was all over it and it was gross. Yeah, and I used some Shellite, a little bit of alcohol to clean all that stuff off and re-lubed it where it matters, not just slathering grease all over it. Put a new set of trem blocks in it because the old ones had the big string impressions in there, so they wouldn't have locked properly or reliably. And then when I put them on, I just put, one spring on, just take up the slack, and then put the other two on, just so you're not jamming the thing against the back of the body. I don't know, that works for me. You might find a better way to do it, but... Yes, it's very hard to think logically when fault finding while you've got 50, 60 people watching you. I'm not going to say that's easy. When we be completing the video on the Silverface twins, oh, fucking Silverface twin. It's done. It's right there. It's tested. It's all good. It's ready to go back in the cabinet. I've just been waiting to do the final video on... I've done some video on it, but I'm waiting to do the final video and explaining all the things I did. So I'll probably do that this afternoon if I've got time. Sounds glorious. Sounds awesome. I sat there playing it for like an hour the other night because it sounded so good. When I was doing the heater wiring, one of our mates rocked up and I started wiring them and it was off by one pin. I was wiring pin 3 and 4 to the heaters. I'm like, oh shit, this is what happens when people talk to me while I'm working. This is one of the reasons why people keep saying, get an employee, get an apprentice, get an employee, get an apprentice. I can't talk to someone with me while I'm concentrating. I need them to be quiet. I need to just not have anyone around to figure stuff out. Have you found the boost switch? Have you found the boost switch to bring him into the audio path? Curious way of phrasing it. I noticed you pulled it out of the previous twin video. Yeah, I rang the customer about this and I said, do you want to keep the boost? Because it changes the board layout. Or do you want a more traditional AB763 layout? And they wanted a more, they said they never used the boost. It sounds like us. I said, I agree. So we removed it. That freed up a section of the board. So we could take the bypass and bias resistors for V4 something. Fuck, I'll just have a look, eh? V4A and V3, no, V4B and V5A. So now normally they were mounted on the back panel and soldered to near where the reverb. I'll go over it all, but meh. Now it's pretty much AB763. Get RJ. You don't have to send me 10 Canadian Copex, but thank you nonetheless. We'll buy a beer with that. I was going to go to Gab's Beer Festival last night because Michelle got tickets, free tickets, but I had too much on, worked too late, and then felt tired and went home instead. What a life I live. Giving up free tickets to a fucking craft beer festival. What the hell have I become? Ooh, crunchy. I'm the same way, Brad. Some customers want to hang around while I'm setting up a guitar and drives me nuts. Yeah, you do the dumbest shit while people are watching you too. And they just assume you're dumb, where in actuality you're distracted. Because I like to engage with people fully. I don't like to just sort of small talk them. And to do that is quite a cognitive load. There's a bit of excess relief in that neck. Yeah, that's looking right, about 0.2 of a mil. Most of us technical folks have similar personality traits. We can do from time to time. Just stop that down a little. Looking a little bit bright and shiny. Why is it going brighter? Oh, got auto ISO on, you fool. You buffoon. Let's fix that up. 200 ISO. There we go. That's better. I'm in the shadows. Thanks again for answering my question. I appreciate it. I have hum in the boost. Okay, so when you've got a similar, are you working on the same amp? Sorry, just bring me up to speed there, Mark. When will you be completing the observers from the position of the main Earth is crazy. Have you found a boost switch? Yeah. Okay, so you're working on a twin too, are you, Mark? Sorry, I forget who's talking about what. My memory's terrible at the best of times, but when you got 20 people throwing emails and questions and messages at you, I've got no hope of remembering anything, man. I've just come to admit it. So just, yeah, let us know what you get hum when you engage the boost circuit. All right. That's about 1.5. It's about 1.25. It's about where I had it before, so that hasn't moved. That's good. You know what? I've put the wrong saddle in the wrong place there. Alright. I have to take 2 strings off because I can note I've got two saddles asked about when I reassembled it. I did do it pretty late last night. Oh, I'm on top chat. Let me just go to all chat. I might be missing some of your messages there. That was very silly of me. 2.5 millimeter. It does happen, but it shouldn't, Mark. What do I want for lunch? Fingerboard scrapings on toast. That'll do. This guitar was supposed to be ready on Friday. So was his other one. I haven't even started setting up yet. So I had to route a pickup cavity in it because it had a single coil in the neck. He wanted a EMG in that as well. So I enlarged that to the correct shape. But it also, the Draco only has a single volume pot that is also the pickup selector as a pull pot. So it's got one hole and one position for one pot. So nowhere to put a battery for an active pickup, so I had to route a battery compartment cavity and install one of them as well. I did all of that at home yesterday morning, hoping to get it completed yesterday, but I only got around to this one. Don't forget the hot sauce. The orange oil. Exactly the same amp. My wife reminds me about my memory. Well, someone's got to with that memory. So, Mark, did you get? Were you the one commenting on the previous silver face twin I did not too long ago? It's sort of the same deal. It's the most common twin, or old twin anyway, out here. That model, the 100 or 135 watter, the ultra linear. By now, most of the ultra linears have been, you know, the rumor mill has decided that ultra linear amps are terrible, so most of them have been black-faced by now. So there's not many actual ultra linear ones out here. Put the saddle in the wrong place, but it must have been the wrong type. Is that a song, Gooden? Do you have a song reference for every single thing that ever happens in the world? Because I think you do, and I like it. I'm impressed. Man, Dan Sultan's going off. I'll have to listen to this live set later. If you guys want to tune into it, it's Double J Australia. It's an online digital radio station. Alright, we're back in the game. Rumor mill knows best. Yeah, the ultra linear thing, because Fender brought in the ultra linear thing on that model, I believe. I think that was their first ultra linear model in 73 or 74. They got a reputation as being shit, but people blamed the ultra linearness, on that. Where it was the preamp design was stupid. Yes, Dr. John Wright plays Wrong Time, one of the coolest songs ever. I'll have to check that out. And I mean that honestly. I just went too far. Chicken chili roll. Is that like one of the banh mi rolls, you mean, Mark? You probably heard it. Probably. I do have a pretty good memory for songs and music, so I often get dragged along to music trivia nights for that reason. The string just sounds a bit dead. I think that nut's got a bit of a burr on it. Last time we voted Mexican food. Yes, and I did eat Mexican food that day. The banh mi rolls are great, and there's one around here, but the problem is they only take cash. And I don't really have cash unless someone has decided to pay me in cash. Fucking hell. I keep dropping shit and it goes straight in my bin. My bloody Panasonic battery went in there too. Almost forgot about it. Sounds better. Let's check the saddles on that now with the gauge radius. Just make sure it's matched up. Yes, I'm quite curious. About what? 16-inch. What a guess. It's not a perfect match. Really should. The center ones are a tiny bit higher. It's like they're set for 12-inch. But to do that, I'd have to use about 50 shims, because there's like one string that's a little bit higher than the others. And we're talking about, I don't know, probably 15 thou. You wouldn't like it. Wolfman Jack or Dr. John? You're having smoked brisket, nice. I'm having that tonight, probably. My brother bought like a 6 kilo one or something from the local butcher, and he's literally cooking it right now. Just up the road, I could walk there. Dr. John has a gravelly voice. I like gravelly voices. Like Tom Waits. So I think we've figured out that the problem wasn't the cable. It's likely the capture card's a piece of shit. So I might throw that in the bin too. It's a shame. There goes 170 something bucks. Let's check intonation. These things are a pain to work on, honestly. Yeah, let's do that. Like gravelly voices. Waits, John Hyatt, Dylan. What about Leonard Cohen? It's not really gravelly, but Tony Joe White with his low down voice. Gator got your granny. Is that a customer? How rude. Dropped a nut on the floor this morning. Had to move the lounge to get it. Oh, doesn't that annoy you? See you, Andy. Have a good night, mate. Sleep tight. And if the bed bugs bite them back. Man, it's getting so dark outside. Like, really dark. Someone's trying to get in, the door's jamming. Hang on, champions.
was only me.
Yeah. I'm currently live streaming, by the way. You're interrupting my live stream, Nick.
Am I swearing?
Yeah, you can say fuck, you can say shit, you can say... They're a bit touchy out the C-bomb, so if we drop out the C-bomb, that's alright, but... So, Mick's come here. You want some bloody on-the-spot repair, don't you, mate?
Yeah, right.
He's bought a JBL. I've never seen this, but it looks like a black...
Well, that came with a pair.
It looks like a minion.
Does a bit.
So the cable's loose.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. You gone all shy now that I've told you we're live streaming?
Well, I could have said anything.
I was muted until just then.
Politically incorrect on races.
I've got the little button down here.
Oh, have you?
Now, we've got two of them and they both transmit to the camera. So when Dad was here, I gave him one and he's chatting away. He's working on this desk. I'm working on this desk. I'm talking. I've got my head in an amp. I realise he's gone away. He's gone for a piss and he's still got the mic. He's still got the mic going. Leslie Nielsen. Yeah. Yeah, the naked gun. Oh, it was the best time. Good times all around. Sorry, legends, I just had a little burst of customers there.
It does that, and when you forget that you've played music really loud.
Oh, it'd scare the piss out of you, wouldn't it? It's like when you get into your car after rocking out the night before and then you get up in the morning all frazzled and...
I stupidly just spent $1,000 on new speakers and a power amp in the U.
Oh, yeah? Jesus.
And it is just overkill. The first time I drove it home, it was only a 20-minute drive, my ears were ringing for 2 days. But why did I do that?
It looks like it's powering up okay. What is
it?
It
does power up okay, just that it
pulls out.
Loose, yeah. And I have to lean over and...
It's a silly plug, actually, because it's got a lip on it.
Yeah, it almost feels like it's not long enough.
And it only, yeah, I get that a lot.
You're going to roll, ladies and gentlemen.
I turn into a clown when the video's rolling. I've got some of them. I'll see if I got one that doesn't have that little lip on it. Here we go. First go. See, it doesn't have the ridge, the lip.
So you reckon it's just that it's... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And is it tight?
Yeah, that's heaps better. Awesome. Just give us that, because I can probably use it on something else.
Right.
And we'll just do a switcheroo, swapsies. One problem solved. Have you got, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes for me to change those diodes out?
Yeah, but like I said, only for the time.
Never. Always. I'm only 2 days late for this one, so...
The guitar.
Yeah. What's new?
I don't know what would be worse, getting caught walking down the street with a knife in your pocket or that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weapon. It's actually called Beast. Beast.
Is it a washburn or something? Oh, BC
At BC Reach, yeah.
So when that stopped, the power light was off, but I could see a little thing flashing through, I think maybe that red
Yeah.
and I could just see something.
Yeah, that's the status LED.
Yeah.
It's saying...
You knew what it was when I mentioned it the first time.
It's saying battle stations, battle stations.
Right.
Of course, Alan and Heath use a weird plug. Which I thought I had one here. Yeah, maybe leave that one with us, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I can either drop it off or just grab it on your way through.
I wasn't going to start any projects this weekend anyway. You know Mark Emerson, the guitar player?
Yeah.
Playing at his 60th tonight.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And then Rose is playing tomorrow.
So hang on, is he hold fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You seen the one he's working on at the moment with the skulls? Man,
Unreal.
so much detail, eh?
Yeah.
It looks like a digital print.
Yeah.
It's insane. I was gonna send him.
You see what he did for Rose's birthday with a mum on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yep.
You've worked on it. Yeah, just like...
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? It's like a photo, some of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got into it. I've been meaning to go and meet him because I wanted to take some refinish work to him once, but the customer ended up just, I don't know, ditching it. But yeah, like he can spray stuff for half the price of me, and then the quality's better. So I just
and he's built a proper studio now. He actually built one at his house in Glasodia, but then he went to a break-up, and he's all settled in now. He's at Wattle Grove.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It looked. I saw photos of him setting his workshop up, and it looked really good with the extractor and that. So, not me spraying on the clothesline. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And when we first met him, because the boys out at Guitar Factory put us in touch with him.
Yep.
And he was in logistics, transport logistics. Because I remember dropping a guitar off into him at Wetherill Park one day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's out of it altogether.
Yeah, right.
It's full-time pay.
Yeah, it's good if you can make a go of it. I hope he's charging enough.
Oh, he is now.
Because he was charging like $300 for a solid spray. I'm like, man, like just solid colour.
Saw him when we were at Guitar Factory. He had, I think his base price was $450, and
for just a solid body respray.
No, just to do artwork that you wanted.
Oh really? $450?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So you're talking 8-9 years ago, something like that. And we did a deal where he did Rose's Melody Maker with all the Rose artwork.
How's that going? Still rock solid?
I reckon she hasn't played it for a long time because she got the new Les Paul.
Yeah.
And before that she had the studio Les Paul and then her mum's guitar. But I reckon it's worth bringing in. And you know the bridge you put on my Les Paul Junior?
A Signum?
Yeah.
Yep.
I reckon it needs.
Get one of them, yeah. Yeah, the stock one-piece bridges from Gibson are like utter trash. They look like they belong on a friggin', $300 Epiphone. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Even the castings are just rough. Yeah. Those Signum I think I've got one in stock actually. I ordered 2 when I did your one. Yeah, got one right there. So and that's nickel as well. So whenever you're ready to rock, actually, I got the proper fittings for that one too. I think at the time we did yours, we couldn't get the bushings or something, and we had to plug it. But
I had it in Open G and then realised that the reason I wasn't playing it is because
it was in Open G. It was good for that one song that you play. Yeah.
Well, we used to do, in the cover band we do.
You do the slide stuff on it.
Slide stuff.
Yeah.
Like ZZ Top. And
do you need like your action lifted a bit for doing the slide stuff, or?
No, with that one that's good.
Because I had this on Open A the other day. I was doing Motherless Children by Clapton, and the action's too low. It just kept hitting the frets.
Yeah.
So I need some.
The main guitars that he's like the Les Paul and my Suzuki SG. They're the perfect playing height.
Yeah, right. So a bit of everything.
Too low.
You sort of can't have everything, eh?
No, but I've got other guitars that like that one's the Junior's quite good, and there's a few others that are fine. There's one guitar which I don't know if you've seen my Ibanez SG.
Not yet. No. You keep threatening to bring it in. You never do.
That's the custom agent.
Oh, right, the custom agent.
I was going to ask you about those anyway.
You've asked me about them about 6 times now.
Yeah, but I don't agree with them because they're just.
They're fine.
Stuff that isn't urgent.
Yeah.
And I just sort of think, with your workload.
It's never going to change though, man. It's going to be like this forever. So.
Yeah, all right, but I bring them in on the proviso that if you've got work, you drop what you're doing on it and come and do somebody else's.
You know what? Some of the setup work I actually like having here because it allows me to procrastinate while I'm thinking up a solution of a real shit show job.
Okay.
So when I've got something that I can't figure out, instead of sitting there and just stressing and getting upset about it, I'll just put it aside and I'll just be thinking, it'll just be in the back of my head. Like I've literally fixed amps in my sleep. I've woken up and gone, oh, that resistor, hang on. I'll come in, like literally dreamed it and come in and tested it and it's been open. I'm like, holy fuck.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who knows that.
Yeah.
My dreams are usually when I've realised I've forgotten to do something and I've got contractors meeting at to start a job at a school that has to be handed over by Monday.
Or being back at school inexplicably and you're naked and you've got to be there for an assignment. You don't know what room the test is in and it's like the final HSC.
My recurring nightmare It's not, well, it is, because it never ends well, is suddenly being on stage with the Screaming Jets filling in.
And not knowing the
Not
songs.
knowing all the songs. I know that one.
Well, you know all the
that one.
songs.
Yeah, but we're going to start with this one. But it's like,
Oh, the new stuff, and you got to explain to them and you're trying to follow along, yeah.
yeah.
I reckon every
It
musician
could
dreams
be-
about
It
that.
could be a song that I don't know, or my amp's not working, or something's not right. There's always a delay to the start, and Glisso's getting frustrated.
Oh, stuff, Gliso. Go back to the radio, mate. That's your real gig these days, isn't it?
True.
He's on the Triple M teat.
Yeah. He's been there for a while now.
He has,
But it was
yeah.
funny. Last, no, it wasn't last one. 2010 was the show in TV. And he had to get up early to interview John Stevens.
Oh, yeah. I should give you a
I'll be back
mic.
in a minute, guys. Because he had a reminder on his phone. So I'll be back in a minute. I've got some questions to ask John Stevens. Anyway, he comes back shortly and it's like, gee, that was a quick interview. He goes, yeah. Didn't believe me. So what do you mean? He said, he answered the phone and said, hey, John, it's Gliso. How you going? Click.
Oh, he hung up, yeah? Jesus. That's like a bit of a celebrity thing, isn't it?
I think so.
You can hear him from a mile away, though. Like, even over a phone line, you can tell it's Dave Gleason. He's got that characteristic voice and the smart, and you can hear him, like, smirking at you over There you going? I actually got recognised on the street today. I did a live stream trying to test this fucking shit show mobile streaming rig. And I just went for a bit of a walk down to the weir. And as soon as I cut off the stream because the camera was fucking up, someone stopped me. They recognised me from the YouTube channel. I'm like, oh look at me. Local celebrity, yeah.
Well, at least to know, you know, your reach. You actually have a reach.
Except he gave me the red flag. Wants to come in and pick my brain. Uh-oh. That's all right. $100 an hour, buddy.
Well, you're going to regret it then, because I'm just going to come down with everything. The Ibanez twin neck SG.
Yeah.
Needs looking at. I'll bring the two custom agents, so you've got one to refer to and the other two.
The biggest things that were plugging up the works is I had a couple of full-on amp rebuilds.
Yeah.
And they, like, just really clogged everything. But I got through them now, so now it's just catch-up time. Fortunately, there's been no finish work with the weather coming in like this, because that's always a shit show. It always seems to rain whenever I've got to spray paint something.
In the garage.
Yeah. All right, put this monstrosity away.
Yeah, well, the other stuff that I've got in there is just to explain what I want with the leads.
Oh, yeah?
That's all. Just lots of notes, and you can see what I've got.
Yeah, no worries. Did you want to go through that now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'll take what I don't need to leave with you.
All right. So, what are you running?
Right. Well, first of all, I brought a light in. You prepared one of these for us before.
Oh, yeah?
This one's looking
Am I?
Yeah. And I've put an extension lead to replace that one.
Oh, okay.
Previously, you put a like a piggyback on that for us.
Yeah.
So that's that one.
Oh,
I
forgot.
need the details.
Ah, should be right.
All right.
So that was
Yeah,
just.
so see that.
Oh,
that's the trouble,
yeah.
So we have to stop using that.
So that's one I put on, was it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the other one you fix is going fine.
Right.
I just found that.
Oh, we'll just snip that in. Gotcha.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yep, sweet as. So what's going on with the cables?
You want me to come around?
Yeah.
Right. So, I bought these. I'm pretty sure I bought these off you once before.
Yep,
They're
yeah,
not
they
too
look-
short for the way I've got it set up. So basically, if they're just mono, I just want some 2 metre versions of those.
2 metre versions of those.
So
All
I
right.
can take those home. I just wanted you to
Okay,
see.
so okay, so one's TRS. Oh, hang on, we've got 3 leads here.
Yeah, so these go out of the desk
Okay, so
into that speaker that you just.
So what about this one? That's just
sorry,
that's
this
just a
one-
guitar lead,
This one I need for this. I just need a right angle on it.
right angle.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's what. That's
all right.
so
Let's
these
write this
two-
down.
Yeah, that just goes out of the back of the amp that I've got in the rack.
Okay, and for the
Mic lead, same thing. Just
okay,
so
for
the desk end, a right angle.
desk end right angle.
Yeah. 2 meters of versions of those.
Yep.
But with right angles,
Convert.
which are the Canon ends, I guess.
So the Canon end. So that's the input. Yep.
Yeah.
XLR. Right angle
Yeah.
to TRS.
Yeah.
Straight. TRS straight.
They're straight. They're fine.
Yep,
They just
yep.
go into the back of that.
Okay. Do you still want to keep them, or
I'll use them for something.
yeah, right? Just keep them in the
Are they any good to
thingy.
you?
No,
No, they'll come in handy for something.
yeah. XLR right angle. So 2 meters long. 2 of them.
Yeah, that'll get me because they're stretched to the limit at the moment.
Okay, 2 off. All right. So 2 new leads and just fix up those other ones.
Yep.
How you want them?
I'll put those on the light, so they're all together.
Yep.
And I've got to get some strings to roast.
Righto. Install upgraded Schottky diodes.
Is that what you invented?
No, Schottky invented them actually. I can't remember his first name, but something Russian. I don't know.
For the desk.
Yeah, it's just 2 diodes. They rate them at one amp, and they don't like that.
And she'll have the 13 to 56.
13 to 56 Elixir. Just one set, or
Yeah.
sweet as. I'll just chuck that on this bill, man. All good.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. So you invoice me later?
Yeah.
Right.
Sweet as. Good to go,
Alright,
mate.
Good to see ya.
Yeah, good to see you.
Alright.
Take it easy.
Have a good weekend. See ya.
You too. Mate, sorry, I forgot to ring him back.
Yeah, no, really? Did you? Oh my gosh.
So weird for me to forget things.
I'll chuck 100 on it.
Chuck 100 on it? No worries. Just on the card, yeah.
I'm gonna stick it up the old clucker.
What you do with it is your own business.
Oh, I know. Well, I thought I'd check.
Album of the week. This week on Classic Albums, Killer Mike and LP throw down the gauntlet with their powerful second record as Rob.
No worries, so you just got 245 owing on that now.
Oh, really?
Almost there, mate.
245,
In
really?
2014,
No, it was
New York
fucking
Street Savvy merged with Southern Grit
As in,
to deliver
not
the
much,
brutal
but-
takedowns,
Yeah.
embracing fury,
The opposite of what you said.
Yeah, yeah. Guitar stands.
Yeah?
Sorry, guitar stand bags.
Guitar stand bags.
Not, yeah, stands. A stand bag.
Yep.
What have you got?
So when you say stand bag,
Like chucking in, like,
oh,
guitar stands.
right, so like a trap, like a mic,
Mic stands.
yeah. Right, so I've got these ones. I know what I'm trying to say, sorry.
I know what I mean. Why can't you just interpret?
So these are speaker stand bags.
Yeah.
So you can fit 2 of the speaker stands, like these ones over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can fit like, I don't know, half a dozen mic stands,
Stands
that
and
kind of
stuff,
thing.
yeah.
They're pretty sturdy. I actually got these separately because the DCM stands that I was selling that come with the bag, they're all falling apart. So
Oh,
I just
okay.
got some of these to just give to the customers to keep them happy. So they're about $30, something like that. Just want one of them.
And that's just
So that's quick lock. That's all the stands I do now are quick lock. Got sick of the cheap stuff playing up.
so that's probably just to put stands in.
It's better to have a bit more room than not enough. So
Okay. I will grab that.
no worries. So you can either have the straight or the right angle cable. So they don't include that because they don't know what type you're going to want, if it's going to work with your guitar or not.
Yeah.
So that just plugs into the body pack. The body pack uses 2 AA batteries, and it just puts out a balanced line or mic level signal adjustable with
This
a
is
with a
2
pop.
AA's.
Yep.
And what's that? That just
That's just plugs into a power pack. Yeah, just 12 volts
What do you
DC.
think of that?
I've got one under my desk that I use for my streaming setup.
Yeah.
When I'm using my other mic, I live stream with that, and I've tested that with a guitar, had the amp set up here, and I walked over on the street to the Red Rooster sign,
Yep.
and it was still picking up without problems. By that time, the delay is so massive that it's pointless, but just to test the range for fun on a Sunday, I just opened up the shop doors and just blasted guitar out onto the street.
Yeah.
And wasn't any problems there. Some people say they like any wireless is going to colour tone, but I was playing it through like a Marshall style amp, pretty cranked up, and it felt just like it was plugged in. I couldn't notice any difference really. So for that price point, the only thing you're going to find sort of competing with that is like the Line 6 stuff. They're a bit cheaper, but they've got that little pod thing that hangs onto your guitar, and that can easily sort of snap off or get in the way.
Second, I want to ask your opinion on something.
Yep, no worries.
Obviously.
Oh, champions. Busy day. I'll get back to you soon. Sorry. One sec. Champions. I've done it again. Oh, Lyle's back. How you going, legend? He got a bit of insomnia there, champ. Done it again. Almost forgot to put the truss rod back on the guitar. That's a good trick of mine. Customer gets home 2 or 3 days later. They go, I think you got my truss rod cover still. I go, yes, I do. Sorry. Please drive back here from Wollongong and I'll install it for you. One time I just posted it to the bloke because he was I think he was interstate or into city. Good little run of customers there. Keep me on my toes. Got Mick from sorry, bear with me. Mick from the Rose Carlio band, and he does his solo stuff as well. Good old rocker. And a couple of other customers came in. One of them was this LTD Deluxe. These things are pretty cool. EC 1000. Very slim body, very light, nicely carved neck join there. I've got a green one of them up for sale, but this is a customer's one. The black looks classic with the abalone inlays. It's got all the bells and whistles. Nice guitars, those. But this one's in a bit of a state. It's pretty filthy and needs a setup pretty badly, so we've booked that one in. Oh, a couple of things I'm not sure I've told you about yet. I'm not very efficient today, so we may as well have show and tell time, eh? I think I let the cat out of the bag with one viewer that was asking about these. It's like a bit of a box of tricks here. Good old bloody Echoplex, mate. So I'm going to restore 2 of them, do videos on them, do a bunch of videos. So this one's US power. Hopefully it can be converted. If not, just have to run it on a step down. Yeah. No tape movement. I'm hoping it's just a mechanical issue and not a burnt out motor. Although you can get them rewound, I believe. I've got 2 of them. EP, what are they? EP3? EP, where are you? Model number? Pretty sure this is the EP3. No, EP2. Because it doesn't have the little level LEDs. EP2, yeah, I think it's the EP2, Lou. I don't even know what it is. Fucking Brad's Guitar Garage. Doesn't even know what he's talking about. What's new? That one's got a broken handle, missing handle, but you can get replacements that are pretty close. Alright, onto this one. This one's just asking to have all sorts of bits snapped off it as well. Have a go at it. So I routed that pickup cavity to be a humbucker, and I also installed a little battery compartment on the back there. Mahogany body, maple through neck. So nice timber. Bought one for $50 in 1980. My God, you see what they're going for now, Lou? Big bickies, brother. Pickups around. There we go. Workshop's a bit of a schmozzle at the moment, champions, with the orgy of work that's been happening. I'll give these frets a bit of a polish because these are a bit dull. All work and no play. Samsonite. It's like a makeup kit. Well, it does put lipstick on a pig when you use it. Here in what's her name? Beth Gibbons? No. Chick from Portishead anyway. She's got a new solo album. It's pretty cool. Suits the weather. Also got a Primetime Model 93 in there. 93? I think that's what it's called. I've got to get that up and running and get it on the market because I've got no use for it. I finally put my super strap build together yesterday. Good on you, Alex. How's it sound, mate? Have you given it a setup? No, I've never heard you play actually, Alex, I don't think. Have I watched a video with you playing? I can't remember. I think usually your videos are just purely technical stuff, yeah? Or just, you know, knocking up some cabs, doing the woodwork. Saw Doyle von Frankenstein with Danzig some years ago. He has a similarly extremely shaped guitar, which I think he machines himself out of metal. Jesus. You put an eye out inadvertently with that guitar, yeah. It's okay, Alex. Just turn up whenever you feel like, mate. It's just the pub, right? You don't have to apologise for turning up late to the pub, as long as you get there in the end. Still need a proper setup. Have you, how do you go with setups, Alex? You do them, no problems? I can give you some pointers if you need. I'm going to do a, I keep getting requests to do a guitar setup class, so I'm gonna have to plan one soon because people keep asking. I am working on possibility of doing a amp building course too, but there's a lot of them plate champions. Can't do everything. Oh, you got to say, hang on. Sorry, I'm talking to two Alexes here at the moment. So Serious Amplification is Alex. And Alex is Alex. Sorry for any confusion, legends. Alright, I'll start calling you Sirius. I think I'd rather drink port, in all honesty. Fair enough. Drink a whole port? Like where the boats go? That's salty. Got 40 minutes till close. 38 and counting. It's really go to the pub and stare out the window while having a Guinness kind of weather, eh? Sammy's plonk. Yeah, we used to always take port on camping trips and polish a bottle off after drinking beers all over. It's not... Cheap port is not a hangover that would be desirable, I don't reckon. I've never drunk enough to get hungover off port, but not tawny port, yeah. What's the difference again? I don't know what tawny means. What does it mean, Alex? Fill me in. Not in that way. Maybe after a few of them. Uh-oh, Mark's asking for Lyle's email. He's in trouble. Isn't it just available on his website there, Mark? Or he's got a contact form? psionic.audio.com.au. I'm just so reflex saying .au after everything. I went to online form contact only instead of giving people my emails, because I figured out that there's a lot of just email address farming going around, and if you publish your website on a publicly accessible page, bots just pick it up and smash you with spam. So now they have to get past the challenge on the website. So if you've ever got a question for me on YouTube comments or anything, I'll say email me, but I'll say contact me via the website contact form for 2 reasons. One of them is it's an IQ test barrier. So if you can find my website and find the contact form, you can message me. If you're too stupid to do that, you can't message me. So it automatically filters out mouth breathers, which is fantastic. And it also filters out the bots because it's got the challenge of recapture challenge or whatever it is. So I've been having less spam as a result, and it's been fantastic. It's already out there in the wild though, so it's just not increasing exponentially like it was before. Port is specific to Douro Valley in Oporto. Really? I didn't know that. Well, I generally agree that Portuguese port is... Is that why it's called port? Because it's Portuguese? Don't tell me I'm that stupid. Some fabulous white port. Never had white port. Port Branco. Is that blank? It's supposed to be Blanco? No, the R's nowhere near the L on the keyboard. Branco. Because Blanco's means white, isn't it? Oh, another customer. What do you want? Oporto, Portugal. Really? I did not know that. You learn something every day. Alright, it's got a bit of corrosion on that one. I'll have to hit it with a little bit of Scotchy Bright. It's just copped a little bit of a spill of something over the years. No, it's just the next door. It's just the next door shop. Just seeing if someone was a bit lost out the front. Off to bed. See ya. See you, good 'un. Have a good 'un. Good to see you again, mate. You should try Fret Butler. Is that a polish? I have heard the term before. I just can't remember what it is. 4:26 a.m. Jesus, Paul, get to bed, mate. I mean, be in your dreams. Be in some weird trance-like state hearing me at 4:26 a.m. That's not a good idea. White port equals port Branco. I thought it was Blanco. Doesn't Blanco mean white? Trouble sleeping. Paul, have a joint and go have a wank. You'll be asleep in no time. Don't ask me how I know. Polishing. Man, it is so dark outside. It looks like it's like, I don't know, like 5 p.m. We've got what they call a rain bomb, where you just got these clouds that just sit there dumping rain and don't move anywhere for ages. Shiny. Might be time for a cup of tea, legends. 1:30. So, what do I decide on for lunch? I think I might get ramen. Having lunch at 2 o'clock sucks. reduce my hours. Bit of English breakfast. I know, it's not breakfast time anymore. I'm not fluent in Portuguese, but I understand and speak pouco. Huh. I'll take your word for it. You know you want Mexican. I always want Mexican. Sometimes you need to mix it up a bit. And the Mexican's like 3 kilometers away, and the ramen's probably a kilometer away. I'm finally back to no vid. No vid? What? No vid, Brad. It's a neck and fret conditioner and polish over vegetable mineral oil base. It also has pumice. It also has pumice which polishes the frets. Pumice breaks down into finer and finer grits as you polish. Yeah. What do we call that in the polishing game? The French polishing game. There's a word for it. I forget. I speak fluent drunk Scottish. Who doesn't? Good to see you, Ben. Rain epicenter is Engadine. Where are you, Terry? Are you looking at the Sydney radar from another country, or are you local? It is pretty cool just being able to... sorry, biting my own tongue. It is pretty cool to just be able to check out like local weather radar at any given time anywhere on the planet. I've been watching the tornadoes in the US cause destruction. Oh, you know what I should have made? Hot chocolate. It's that kind of weather. Drinking chocolate. Gonna make a wee copy. There's a new Amel and the Sniffers song that's just come out called "You Should Not Be Doing That." Engadine Maccas. Oh, you are from Engadine. Okay, Terry. There you go. Have you visited the Maccas there? Come to Adelaide, Alex. Get some sun. Is it sunny in Adelaide? Put hot chocolate. I put hot chocolate out in the Airbnb in the winter. Yeah. That's nice. Amy's new tune is a cracker. Have you seen the new album cover? That's a bit red hot, isn't it? It's a bit rude. Oh well, she's hit legend status where she can do what she wants. A very dear friend in Melbourne. Melbourne is a beautiful place. It's fucking not much cheaper than Sydney now, though. It was more expensive than Sydney for a while there. But Sydney's just ridiculous. It's cheaper to live in New York than it is in Sydney now. I saw and like significantly so. I saw the housing affordability, or the just cost of living. And yeah, Sydney's, I think it was like 50% more expensive than living in New York now. It's got to stop at some point. Can't keep going. It's ridiculous. Well, is fucking everyone going to be homeless, and we'll just have like all empty homes and everyone on the street? You've got landlords sitting there making money because the valuation keeps going up regardless of whether or not they've got anyone in the house. It's a ridiculous state of affairs. Adelaide, I'd rather shove my appendage into a car door and slam continuously for 8 hours. Tell us how you really feel, Alex. I love Adelaide. City of pubs. Well, city of churches, technically, but it's got a pub for every church, so... dead set, in Adelaide, every corner there's a pub. It's ridiculous. Then you go to Brisbane, it's actually difficult to find a pub. It's like you got to know where you're going and where one is. It's like trying to find a pub in North Sydney, they're just not there. Criminal Premier completely destroyed Melbourne. You should never give a Premier emergency powers. We're not venturing down that road, champions. Not having any anti-vax shit on here. Just cleaning off the polish compound that is a little bit, little bits leaked out around the little thingy there. What am I trying to say? Fret guard. Just getting off the excess. Wasn't much there, but just ends up on your fingers otherwise. Do we leave the pick thing there? Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Curtis. $3. Thanks, legend. Anything you want me to do for $3? Dance a jig? I feel like I've got to earn my money. There's some kind of glue residue around the bridge there. I'm not sure what that is. Let's hope it's glue. Taco. Most parts of this state you can only get to by plane or ship. Really? What state? State of inebriation. You can get there by plane. So I need to get this this guitar owner on the phone, on the blower, and find out how he wants to play this. Does he just want the switching to be as it was before, or do we need to not have a volume so it's always maxed out, which is probably not advisable, because you've literally only got one hole to do everything. It's like a cloaca for a chicken. That joke just came out of nowhere. So it's only got one hole. We've got to fit either a pickup selector switch or a volume, or both in a pull switch configuration like it was before, or we have to do more routing. You're in Alaska. Oh wow. Yeah, isolated, but kind of nice though. Not kinda, very nice, I assume. What is that guitar? Someone had a good time with the carving of the top on that thing. This is a Draco BC Rich Draco, I don't know. Oh, speak of, Amel and the Sniffers' new song just came on the radio. The longest 4-lane highway is only 40 miles long. Victor, how you going, legend? Were you here earlier? I thought I saw your name floating around. Oh, that might have been on Six's live stream. I love the new Amel and the Sniffers song. It's about like critics of hers, no doubt online trolls, telling her that she shouldn't be doing what she's doing for some fucking reason. I don't know. People just on the internet tell you that you should do things differently all the time. So she's like, oh, I'm off like smashing skulls in Tokyo and you're sitting at home in your mum's basement. Feeling it. Good on her. You should not be doing that. She says it with a real smart ass voice too, like putting on the voice of the Windia. What a band, eh? Like Amel Nitrate, right? And Amy L is her name, so they called the band Amel and the Sniffers. Good on them. They're doing really well. They're over in the States most of the time now, I think. They've broken the States. Who would stay in Australia? Everyone wants to break the States. Where's my screwdriver? There we go. Is the cover her having a piss and the blokes in the background? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's just pulling up a dress and taking a piss. So yeah, I think she's trying to trigger the trolls. Because, oh, what's this greasy shit under the truss rod cover? Now I just fucked up my polish cloth. Oh, yeah, she's trying to trigger the cold chisel stayed in Australia. True. They didn't really break the US market massively though, did they? Not like Akadaka. They were really the only one. The Angels almost had it, but they liked heroin too much. It can be a challenge. I know it's good, champions, but try and control it, would you? Oh, Mick didn't take his speaker. Now I've got a filthy JBL speaker in my shop. Met her once. Yeah, she's a legend. Brother's missus met her a few times and hung out with her, got photos of them together and shit. It's funny. Apparently guys try to come onto her all the time. She's lesbian. Someone's like, oh, what are you gay? And she's like, yeah, I wouldn't know. This apparently what she said. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with a cock. They're fucking weird. Like, true. She says it how it is. She's funny. She kind of takes the limelight though. I don't know anything about the blokes in the band. No one does. All I know is they've got wicked mullets. In Excess did well in the States, yes. That was one of the ones that broke through. Thirsty Merc, Summertime. Yeah, Thirsty Merc played in that bar we walked past first thing this morning in the live stream years ago. I was going to take one of my friends there. I don't know, she had something else on or something. I wasn't a fan of him, but I knew she was. I don't know what happened there. Actually, I think I might have canned it because I didn't like them. If so, I feel bad because they weren't that bad. They were just everywhere at the time. They played, every 5 minutes. Their song was Summertime was getting played, and I was a bit over it. All right, what are we gonna do? I might really the only option is to install it how it was. And he supplied me 2 pickups to install, and he didn't say anything about changing the configuration. So I think we're just going to go for it, legends. Save a phone call and save... see what happens every time I try to confirm something, you ring them and they don't pick up. So now you're in limbo, and you've called them, so they're going to look at their phone and see a missed call and know something's up. When battery's running low, fuck's sake, really? So sometimes it's better to just shoot ahead. Hope for the best. We're not changing anything, it's as it was. Let me just plug this in. Looks like the camera battery's probably going to die soon too. But what did we learn? We learned that we back. We learned that trying to stream with the phone is a waste of time. That's what I set out to find out, and we found it out. That's for sure. The vinyls broke through as well. Did they really though? Did they make it that big? I know they were fantastic. I fucking loved them, but I didn't think they weren't huge from what I gathered. Ah, poor Chrissy. She's a legend. Oh, Chrissy, I think she was in a few spank banks back in the day. That's for sure. Pickups. EMG. Rose Tattoo and Heaven would have broke through, yeah. Heaven, I'm one of my customers is in Heaven. Laurie. He's a customer from way back actually. It was back when I was still picking up and dropping off shit at people's houses. Because I didn't want them to see my home workshop. Oh yeah, I've got a pick-up delivery service. So that way you don't see that I'm working out of a spare bedroom. Yeah, supplier had hits in the US. I prefer the vinyls. Yeah, the vinyls had that edge to them, didn't they? That exciting, you know, volatile sort of feel. I think I'm going with angled neck procket and wraparound bridge. Oh, the streets. I like the streets. See you, Alex. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming. Work in my spare bedroom. There's nothing wrong with that. You do amazing shit out of a bedroom or a garage. It's just sometimes customers want to see this shit. But however, they often don't want to pay the difference to cover the overheads. So, you can't have it both ways, eh? The biggest thing that scared me with starting this business was the overheads, man. It's like you're already behind by $5,000 every month before you've done anything. It's just constant pressure. Pressure. Ding, 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 ding. See you, TKs. Yeah, everyone's going to drop off. It's getting pretty late. Well, late. It's 1:47. But you got shit to do, you know. It's the weekend. I don't. I'm just working on stuff. I've already opened one of them. I don't need all those parts because there's fuck all happening in this guitar. So I'll leave that box with the original parts. I return all these with the customer. I don't try and pilfer them like some other techs apparently do. And take all the spare parts and put them in their drawers. Oh, what spare parts? What are you talking about? Alright, that one. Oh, the one thing I will need out of there actually is the screws. The screws for the height. Whoops. See you. Bye. Everyone's off. I don't know how many people are watching, but I think my battery's about to die anyway, so I might call it here, legends. It's just going to be boring soldering anyway. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for putting up with my technical difficulties. It's always a thing. Oh, sorry. No copyright. Lyle Caldwell. No copyright claim. We'll go and piss off everyone. Go to the pub. And who couldn't sleep? Someone couldn't sleep. I think that was Paul.